As you can see, this is where I slept last night, out on the shore of Loch Ness.
Morning everyone, it's just gone 7 o'clock, it's still dark outside. It's day 2, I'm on the banks of Loch Ness. Have a quick look outside the tent, that's the view, looking north up towards Inverness. I had a really comfortable sleep last night. What I'm doing for my water is I've scooped it out of Loch Ness into one bottle, and I'm using this little Moko water purification pump to pump it into my other water bottle, and I'm going to boil it for a brew. You've got to think about your water needs during bikepacking. Water is really quite a heavy thing. It weighs 1 kilogram for 1 litre. So if you can get around carrying it and just locally resource it at your camp locations, then it's going to save you a whole lot of extra weight. Porridge oats again for breakfast. I've added some extra sugar for some more energy.
Morning again, folks. Fantastic location, Loch Ness, and it's very flat, isn't it? Very still. Not a breath of wind at the moment, and no rain. What's going on with this weather? Down that way is Fort Augustus. I'll be heading that way after I've packed up. I want to go along Loch Ness shore there up to Invermoriston to have a look at the falls, and then I think I'm going to probably curtail today's riding and circle back, because I found a bothy that I want to go and stay in tonight, which is on the Highland 550 trail, and it's about 15 k's kind of southeast of here, up on the high ground, and I want to try and save my energy to be able to get up there.
Well, another successful wild camp.
I'm at the locks at Fort Augustus, and it wouldn't be right or proper without a quick stop and have a look at this magnificent construction. in order not to follow the busy A82 to Invermoriston. I'm taking a footpath through this wood to pick up a forest trail. And now we ride. Isn't this better than a main road?
Don't wanna sleep in, cause I got something to prove. I gotta take what I hate and finally make a move. I think of you and all the shit you don't do. Well, I'ma make hella sure that I don't become you. I have no regrets, yeah, I'll tie up my chest. I'll never forget what it's like to be in debt. Been stabbed in the back bed, I'll show you what happens. Pass me the mic and I'll show you with action. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these
Loch
things that
Ness.
I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you could never own. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you could never own.
Bit of an obstacle. Just wait for this crane to do its job and then I'll be on my way, I hope. You never know what's around the corner. What a lovely way to finish. We're arriving now in Invermoriston. I'm here up on the old bridge built by Thomas Telford, one of 1,000 bridges built well over 200 years ago. The bridge was one of nearly 1,000 built by Thomas Telford between about 1803 and 1819 as part of a general plan to improve the Highland communications. The plan also included the Caledonian Canal built between 1803 and 1823. The absence of the bridges was one of the main weaknesses of the Highland road system at that time, and the bridge was an improvement to the existing military road between Inverness and Fort Augustus before final completion in 1813. From this bridge you can see the new bridge here. That was built in 1933. What a tremendously evocative old bridge. Wonderful. Well, it's lunchtime on day 2. I'm halfway through my trip. I'm turning around now, heading back to Fort Augustus, and then the climb up to the bothy. Check out this pink house. Look at these chaps here. Wouldn't like to mess with them. I've climbed out of Fort Augustus and I'm now on a part of General Wade's military road. Who the heck is this General Wade who keeps building military roads and having roads named after him? So General Wade was born of a military family and he eventually rose to the rank of Field Marshal, and it was his task to oversee the construction of forts at George, Augustus and William, and in doing so he established over 350 kilometres of military road.
General George Wade was a British military commander born in Ireland in the year 1673. In the uncertainty following the Jacobean uprisings, King George I promoted Wade to commander of the army in England and sent him to Scotland. His name is now forever attached to a network of military roads he built across the Highlands.
So, there you go folks, a potted history of General Wade.
Wonderful wild Scotland, beautiful. Some of these bits are just too steep. Get off and push. Oh, time to get back on.
Here we are, the bothy, home for the night. If you don't know what a bothy is, it's basically a small building that public have access to, hill walkers and ramblers and that sort of thing. There's a whole network of them across the Highlands, and you can check those out on the web, and it's completely free. You're expected to just be respectful, leave it as you found it. Well, excellent. Bit echoey, nice and dry, dark. Anyway, place for a fire, plenty of space here to lay out. I'll probably park myself over here, I think, where it's a bit more light, and a view out onto the river.
The first thing that I've got to do is get some water. So I'm going to go up to the stream here, collect some water and pump it through my Moko filter, and then I can have a drink. So that's one water bottle full of clean water, ready for brew. But you could also pump the water straight out the stream. The end that's in the water has got a little sink weight, but to stop it going all the way to the bottom and sucking up dirty muck off the riverbed, there's also a little float that will just support it. This water bottle is a life straw. You can actually fill the bottle and then drink straight away. It kills 99.999% of all bacteria and cysts, and it also removes heavy metal contaminants. Nice. And there you have it. 2 bottles of clean water ready to drink.
I'll just knock the mouse droppings off this chair before I sit down, and I think I'll get on with some hot water because I'm going to have one of these. It's Expedition food. It's dehydrated food. First time I've used these on my outings. I had one last night, spaghetti bolognese. That was fantastic, 800 calories. This one boasts 1,000 calories. All you have to do is heat the water up, pour it in, mix it, and then you leave it for 5 minutes and it's ready to eat. Let's get on with it. Chili con carne with rice, and then for pudding got a sticky toffee pudding. And after carrying these 2 beers for something like 100 kilometres and I don't know, maybe 2 kilometres of vertical climbing, I think I deserve to drink them now. So this is a 1079. Cheers everyone. Here's to a party in a bothy. A party of 1. This is the meal. All you have to do is you rip the top off, open it up. Oh, first of all you have to take out the deoxygenator. Don't eat that. Want to have a quick look inside? Can you see that? Just completely dry. You pour the water in stages. A little bit like that. Start to mix it up. A bit more. Interesting, I can see the little kidney beans rehydrating in front of my eyes. It's like magic. Alright, give that a really good thorough mixing. Have another look inside. That's what it looks like after mixing. I'm feeling a bit hungry, so I'm going to put some of this savoury rice in to supplement, but I'll just heat this up for 2 minutes in that water. While that's heating up, I'll just set this aside. Reseal it up. 5 minutes time, dinner is served. That's been a good 5 minutes. I'm going to open this and give you my verdict on expedition food. Strange mix of chili con carne and savoury rice. Yeah. Oh, it's nice. Yeah, it all tasted great. Just warm and mushy and comforting. Fabulous. So that's the end of stage 2. 2 days of cycling in the Great Glen. Yesterday I cycled from Inverness down to Fort Augustus, went up and had a look at the Eagle. That was a monster climb. Very, very windy up there. I was going to camp up there, but it was just way too windy. So I dropped back down into Fort Augustus and pitched on Loch Ness, which was brilliant. Really had a lovely, comfortable night's sleep last night, very warm. So then today I had a look at the falls at Invermoriston. That was a tremendous little old bridge. And then I've had quite a strenuous climb up General Wade's Military Road to the bothy here. And then I'm planning tomorrow, the 3rd and final stage is to leave here bright and early. I've got about 60 kilometres to cycle down to Fort William, and I want to get down there at reasonable time. I want to make it before it's dark. Then I'm catching the overnight train back to London, if it's running. Just going to briefly show you where I'm going to sleep tonight. I've put down a £1 ground sheet from Poundland. I've then got my Four Seasons Everest Down Extreme sleeping bag from Mountain Warehouse, and then I've got my Thermarest ProLite Plus. It's got a very good R factor. I wasn't quite sure what the weather was going to be like over the next couple of days, so I wanted to make sure that I was warmer rather than colder.
Okay folks, I'm all settled down for the evening, so I'm ready to hit the hay.
So until tomorrow morning, I bid you good night.